Alright guys, uh, let me see. Hmm, Now I want to show something, especially to the guys that says that I cannot script and do not cannot 3D model and stuff like that. Especially for those dudes, here small tutorial on to prove you're just wrong. I just have fun with it to make it. What I wanted to make is a well, it's very simple. Well, actually, I wanted to make a disco, like a complete disco club. Um, but as we all know, there goes a lot into a club, and I was looking for something that I could script and oh, you know what? This looks okay. Um, so let's see. Background images, add an image, open the image, and then can you see this? Yeah, you can see it. Well, this is the head I made, but I'm now gonna make. So what I want to start with um, is the purple ones, the half rings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this one and just use this as a reference image. So let's make a torus. Right now it's, let me see, 84. Mm, it's a little bit too much. That's okay. 8, 12, 12 seems okay. Uh, well, that sucks. Shift A, another one, and let's say Yeah, 32. We're gonna split it in half anyway. Let's smooth it. Okay, we'll look at from top view now. And what I'm gonna do is hit box select, and no, I want the faces. Go face select, another box select, and I'm gonna delete all those faces. So we have this now. And let me see. So there are no holes in it. The inside I can also delete. So let me see from here. Is this what I wanted to delete? No, more. Oops. And then these faces also. Let's see. Something like this. Okay. So how many he has? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. Well, that's a little bit too much, but let me see. If I grab this one for example and snap the cursor to the selected, and then I want to origin, origin to cursor, where is it, origin to cursor here, and then I can turn on snap on the vertices and snap it to this vertex. But do I really want it? Yeah, I want it because I think this is a little bit too much frames, especially for Second Life. Top one, eh? And delete those faces. Yeah. And now I'm gonna do the same again. I'm gonna grab this one, snap the cursor to selected, and then in transform go to origin to 3D cursor and snap it. Snap is already on here, so okay. Oh, hold on. Crap. My buttons don't work in here. There, that's better. Um, so I want that a couple of times. What I also can do is yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna show you a trick then. So I have this now, and I want my origin to the geometry, so it's in the middle. Now I can add a array, but I don't want to go it this way. I want to go it -1 there. That's what you also can do. So, and it was 15 times, right? So I say 15. There we have it. There we have it 15 times. Now let's turn off this, and let's turn off the grid because I hate the grid. So we have a modifier on it. What we can do now is UV map this, and that's very simple, especially for this object. I just hit U and hit unwrap. There we have it. But as you see, apply location, apply rotation scale with U and wrap. Okay, so that stays at that isn't really good. But it doesn't matter. It's okay. So now every piece has its shares the same UV space. So when I, for example, apply this, it become one mesh. You see, it's one mesh. It's no more modifiers, no more whatever. And if you go into the UV editor, there you see that, for example, if I just right click on one dot and hit L and move it, you have there more. So they're laying over each other, all 15 parts. That's what I want for this object. And now we can, for example, give the material, but there's, in this case it has only one color on it, right? If you look at at the image you see here, it's only purple, and that's basically it. It has no more colors. So I can give this whole object one material. But what if you want to have each ring another color? Well, then you got limitations in Second Life. Actually, that's not possible because a mesh only can have 8 materials in it. That's for Second Life. If you do it in another game engine like Unity or Unreal Engine, you can put more materials on it. But for Second Life, it uses 8 materials. So if I put 9 materials on it, the material that has, for example, you have material 1 till material 9. Material 9 will not show up in Second Life. It will just not do it. That's a limitation. Oh, actually, it's not a limitation for us, but they did it because you must upload more meshes to Second Life in order to achieve that. So you have to spend more money to achieve it. That's basically why they did it. There's no other reason. That's basically it. But you can fake it with textures. For example, if for these are only colors, right? So colors has no resolution in it whatsoever, nothing. It's just one color, like in Photoshop. If you make it like yellow, then it has just one color, right? It has no details in it, nothing. So what we can do is, because there's no texture on it, we can put all those parts, we can lay them out here in this UV spot area thing. Don't put them here. It's possible you can put them here, but it will grab only this spot here, not this one, but this here. Will show up a texture that's inside here, and this one will show a texture that's then there. So that's kind of weird. We don't want that. What we can do is move them all a little bit up 15 times, so I have 15 of them. It's a little bit much, but as you know, things in a UV space, this is a UV space, the bigger the part, like this, for example, this part here, the bigger, like this is now as big as it can be, right? It cannot be like this because it's going out of the UV space. You don't want that. But if you make it smaller, then your texture has to be smaller as well. So that's not good. You want it as big as possible. So for texture wise, this is very bad. This small thing here. This is much better. So if I put here my name in it, and I put here my name in it as well, you see that here it's much more clearer. It's much more, it's not blurry. And the other one is blurry because it downscaled it, right? So that's basically what the UV map is doing. What we can do is we can put 8 textures on it, but we have 15 rings, so that's kind of a problem. we can make 3 rings and then 5 times. That's possible, but 3 rings, that's kind of not very nice, right? It has an effect, but so let me think. What shall we do? What shall we do? Well, you know what? Let's make G to move it, and then a Y to move it on the Y axis. Shift L, G, Y. Shift right click to select this, and then Shift L. Oh well, actually, you don't have to do that. You can just hover your mouse over it, and then Shift L. G, and then Y. Shift L, G, Y, and so on and so on and so on. So you saw what I did. I did something wrong. So we're not gonna put the texture on this one, so we can make it small. It's only colors. And the last one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15. Yeah. This is too big. So I'm gonna grab them now. I'm gonna scale them. What I'm gonna do, we want to fit them all in here. But let me see. We have 15, huh? Well, it doesn't really matter where you place them, as long as you keep that in mind where you place them. And also the spot. Kinda important. Um, No. Mm, crap that I make 15. Why not 16 or 14? Why I make it so hard for myself? This crap. Because you know, Second Life, you can offset textures, right? And the best way is to have 1, 2, 3, 4, or it's 13, right? Yeah. Basically, I want the same space here on the left as I want to have on the right, but also from top they have to be the same, and I don't know, from the bottom. And also what's important is that you start from top. So this will be the top one, and then it's not. So let's find the top one here. This is the top one. Scroll it up a little bit. There. That sucks. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna delete one. Just don't make any sense. There. So I have 14. 7 and 7. That's much better. It is still UV mapped. It's still okay. So what I want to do is grab one and then G1, no, GZ1, no, GY1, yeah, GY10, no, 30, no, 40, yeah, okay, 40. So we're gonna grab, can I, Yeah, I want to have this part. That's this one. It stays there, and this one comes under there. So G y minus 40. Crap, why it doesn't work? G y minus 40. Yeah, and grab this one. Select it here. G y minus 80. G y minus 120. G y minus 160. Sixty, 160, and this will be 200. G y minus 200. Let me see if I did it. Okay. Yep, perfect. So that's 200. This is 240. 280. Minus 320. 360. This one. This one will be 400. 450. 440. 440. 480. And then the last one, 520. So if I'm gonna select them all, we have them all under each other. That's what I wanted. Now, as they are colors, I can also do just this. Wait a minute, what the hell is this? What the hell is this one? Hold on, let me see what's happening here. Oh really? What was it? 520, yeah? Crap. Doesn't make any sense. G Y minus 520. There we go. No. Yes. G Y minus 520. There we go. That's better. I don't know what happened. So what we can do here is we can scale this on the y-axis if we want. We can do it just like this. Yes. Now what I didn't like is these sides are a little bit off. So what I'm gonna do is scale them on the x-axis, then zero it out. Here I do as well, scale on the x-axis 0. And what I also wanted to do is actually I could better do that while there were one piece. But you know, it doesn't matter. Gonna turn on snap on vertices, and then we're gonna just on the y-axis. You can see here what I click. I can leave the UV map like it is, but I know that it can cause problems when you are scripting. I want to do the upper part and the lower part, because that's basically a little bit too close to each other. Maybe I can also Well, scale on the y-axis 0. Does he do that? What the fuck? Scale. Oh wait a minute. Scale y0. Goes up. I don't want that. Now, if you know the limitations of Second Life, then you know why I'm doing this. But other than that, it's okay. Alright, so we have here 14 parts now. The only thing we have to do is find out what is exactly this piece, for example, because in Photoshop we're gonna yeah, you have of course limitations with colors. If I do it texture wise, you can only have multiple colors on it, but only a couple of them. For example, we have now 14 of them, so we can have different colors in them. But what we also can do is make the half of it make 14 colors and the other half 14 other colors. So we can switch to each colors on each space of the texture. I'm not gonna do that now. I'm gonna use this one for now. So this is a UV map. We can go back. So also it will show like this in the game. We only want to see the front, and on the back we don't want to see. We can make a well, you know, this is good enough. Origin to geometry, and always for Second Life, always apply location, apply rotation and scale. And y is, oh yeah, geometry. And now I want to turn on grid floor on the grid floor, and I set this 0 and 0. Yep. I don't know if it's big or not, but apply location, apply rotation and scale. There we go. Okay, You can make more things around it if you want. Also, do I want it? What I can do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I need 2 more for that. Why 8 and 8? Because one mesh can hold 8 materials in Second Life. So if I make 2 of them, I can make patterns from up and down and from down and up, stuff like that. But that's later. That's not for now. What I'm gonna do is gonna export this as a Collada file. Let's put it in here for now. I'm gonna call it light pillar. I don't know. .da selection only and export it. There we go. Now, if we want to go to upload it to Second Life, I'm gonna show you that. Let me see. Is it possible game capture? Yeah, you can see it now. Okay, so this Second Life, this is the mesh sandbox. This is a beta grid where you can test your things, so you don't have to pay for it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload my mesh model. I'm gonna select the light pillar because that's the one we made and hit open. There we have them. Our object, right? Now there are no textures on it. There's only one material on it. This is the level of detail. It's quite not very high detail, so what I'm gonna do is just use this one, and I don't know, it's smaller non-moving object. We don't need physics for this one. If you want to build houses and other stuff, you need physics, like stairs. You want to walk on the stair, so basically you walk on the physics and not on the mesh itself. A scale 2 meters by 4 meters. Let me change that into half. Torus, that's okay. You can name it if you want. I'm not going to use physics for this one. And I'm going to upload it. Now it's gonna show us in here. You have to pay money for this, but I have no money in the game, so I can buy things, so it's no problem. But if you start just in Second Life, you have to earn money by making things, or you can buy money. I never bought money. It's ridiculous. So here we have our objects. Like I said, you see it like this in Second Life. That's not because I uploaded it like this. No, that's just what it is. That's 3D. So now we have this thing here, and we know we have a texture on it, right? We have a UV map on it. This one. What I can do is export the layout to here as well. I'm gonna call it pillar .png. That's basically it. Export UV layout, and we have that one. And now I'm gonna open Photoshop, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. No, not sign in. I don't need. Yep. Oh, really? Alright. Okay. My Photoshop doesn't work. That's crappy. Why not? Was working yesterday. Oh, I see already. I know. Crap. Well, that sucks. Why do I have to log in for Photoshop? Why? I never did it. Well, that sucks. 1 second. Um, Let me see, why is my Photoshop not working? What is the crap? Hold on. I don't want to create a okay. What? Hmm. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, shut up. Hold on. Well, I cannot show you how I texted this. I have to fix my Photoshop for that. So I'm gonna show you next time, okay? I didn't expect this to happen. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody, and hopefully next time I can show you better because this sucks. I have to fix my Photoshop. So till the next time, guys. Yo.